If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and remember to enable all notifications so you get everything that I drop. And if you've been here for a while, consider becoming a member. Click the join button at the bottom of any video and watch the video there for details on what memberships offer. There's 3 different tiers. You can get access to early content, early exclusives, and maybe even be on a video with me. And no matter what, it all helps support this channel. Thank you very much and enjoy this video. This past chapter of Dragon Ball Super 86 marked the end of the fight with Gas, and it appears like the official Dragon Ball site is kind of wrapping up the story and kind of hinting that the Granolah arc is coming to an end. We've talked about that a few times, of course, in my review, and it's been discussed in the fandom a lot. But what I want to talk about today is the reveal from the official Dragon Ball site of Goku's True Ultra Instinct is what it's being called. This is Goku's new variation of Ultra Instinct. Now, a lot of us thought that this was going to be a variation of Ultra Instinct Omen. And if you haven't been reading the manga, I do have reviews on it here on the channel. But basically, to summarize it, Goku, while fighting Gas, realized that instead of using the silver-haired completed UI, that he would be a better fighter, a better suited fighter, if he used Ultra Instinct with his emotions still intact. So that way he's able to sort of tap into his emotions for a counterattack. I've got a whole video coming out going into explicit detail about this and where the idea came from. So look forward to that in it should be in a few days here on the channel. Now, what I want to talk about though is the reveal of what that is. This article you see on your screen right here is on the official Dragon Ball Super website, and basically it says here, you know, as this amazing arc draws ever closer to its conclusion, let's take a look back at the events of the Granolah Survivor arc. So this recaps the entire arc, and I'm not going to recap the whole thing right now, but this does recap the entire arc, and not in explicit detail, but it tells you pretty much everything you need to know. If you missed anything, Bardock's involvement, Monaito, the reveal of the past, you know, all the stuff that happened in this arc. And one point that I want to get to here in this article, not just the Bardock stuff, because that we've already talked about that to death, but the Ultra Instinct right here. Here's the part that I want to highlight. It says here, before Gas can deliver the final blow, Goku saves Vegeta and transforms into his black-haired Ultra Instinct form. Now, traditionally, the black-haired Ultra Instinct is Ultra Instinct Omen. We've seen that, or Ultra Instinct Sign. We've seen that in Dragon Ball Super, the anime. We've seen it in the manga a few times, but that's not what's going on here according to the article. It says, however, this is a different form of Ultra Instinct in which Goku retains his emotions. In other words, Goku has finally awoken his true Ultra Instinct. So we're going to go ahead and go with the name True Ultra Instinct. Just like how when Golden Frieza did all of his training, they referred to that form as True Golden Frieza. When he did his mind training in Hell and then came out of Hell to join Universe 7, that's what... Similar wording here with this newfound transformation. So it's saying this is a new transformation. Now that I had thought it was Omen, many of you guys did. I mean, we all kind of thought it was Omen because the only thing we know about Omen is that it's not the silver hair. And with a black and white manga, until the colored pages come out, we don't even know if Goku's aura is going to change. We don't know. It could be a different colored aura. It could be a different look. It's hard to really detail colors in a manga that's black and white, you know what I mean? So moving on, he says, with this newfound transformation, Goku overwhelms the strongest warrior in the universe, sending Gas crashing into the ground with a devastating attack. And then this is where Elec, of course, tells Gas to open up and find his new power, and that's when he transforms into his his older but stronger form. And it even says here, V-Jump Supersized September edition hits shelves July 21st. Will this chapter contain the conclusion to Goku's fight with Gas, which is the chapter that just came out a few days ago. So the fact that the website's already calling it the conclusion of the fight tells me that Gas might actually be done. But I'm going to do a whole video with Mr. Senpai about this previewing the next chapter, and we're going to go into detail. I've already recorded the video. It'll be out tomorrow. And we're going to go into detail about whether or not Gas is really done and whether or not Alec will get involved, because there's still unfinished business between the Heaters and Granolah, and that needs to be resolved. So according to this version of Ultra Instinct appears to be true UI, and this, I'm not 100% sure until we get full confirmation of this from Toyotaro from an interview, but this could be what Whis was hinting at, where he talked about how the angels are permanently in a state of UI, but this is referred to as a transformation, not a state of being. So it's implied that Goku transforms into this, and it might be a better suited UI for him, but that does not necessarily mean that it's the UI that Goku has afterward at the end of Z, where he's able to use it in his base. We don't know that yet. It appears to be close, but Goku's eyes are still, they still have that sort of innocent silvery look that UI usually has, although it's different here. Not quite the same. So this could be the culmination of everything that's been building up to this arc, which is Goku finally learning how to use Ultra Instinct in his base form without having to transform. We saw him use it in Super Saiyan Blue and in God, and that to me was like a little preview, a teaser of Goku finally now at this point using Ultra Instinct to its fullest potential. That could be what it is, but I gotta be honest with you guys, they've talked about Goku mastering UI multiple times in the story, both against Jiren when he had the silver hair for the first time, then against Moro and here. For the next Dragon Ball Super arc, which we know is coming, we know the next arc is going to start in a matter of months, right? They've already confirmed the next arc. They could just as easily say, you know what, you still haven't mastered UI, there's something else coming. So I'm not going to 100% say, okay, he's already mastered it, because we don't know. Maybe Goku still has to learn how to tap into True Ultra Instinct without having to transform. That could be where it's going, but I'm not going to 100% say this is it, he did it, until Whis himself says it. When Whis says it in the manga, or when there's an interview when he says it, then I'll know for sure. But because they tend to, like, when they write these stories, they don't have the next arc really in mind fully, they could come up with something totally new, another Ultra Instinct variant in the next chapter, or in the next arc. I mean, that's something they tend to do a lot. Over here on DBS Chronicles, he writes the following. This is his translation from the Japanese. Okay, this is from the Japanese site, which is almost the same thing. It says here, when Gas was about to finish Vegeta off, Goku rescued him, and then he manifested Ultra Instinct in his black hair, stated, applying his emotions with Ultra Instinct, Goku had finally awoken the true Ultra Instinct. So that's again implying that Goku manifested UI in his black haired state. It doesn't say base form, but that could be seen as being the base form. This power ever overwhelmed Gas, the greatest warrior in the universe, by knocking him to the ground with one mighty blow. And it's implied too that Goku can still tap into silver-haired UI, because when he did the giant form, the spirit giant form or whatever, he didn't have the black hair there. But that form is also kind of like, it's got this sort of eerie ghost kind of look to it. So maybe he did, but because he was in that ghost power or whatever, maybe you couldn't really see it. Difficult to say, but based on everything we've seen, it looks like Goku is either finally able to do UI in base, or he's so close that any minute now he'll be able to do it at will. We'll see where the story goes. Anyways, I'll have another video about this coming out very soon. And of course, the video with Senpai tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll talk to y'all next time.